Welcome to Jonk does PennyStocking. I have a Mark Crook webinar for you, some highlights. But first, a riveting precursor. So, made a lot of money, too much for my ego, and lost control, took a big loss, and flew off track. And from there, I thought, fuck this, went to high float stocks. Really didn't do a good job because I didn't know it. It wasn't my niche. It wasn't what I'd personally found success in through analyzing data in. And I was study. It wasn't my pattern. And then I went to extremely low floats with discipline problems, which is just a fucking disaster. Unless you've got a huge account or you're extraordinarily disciplined, you should not be shorting low floats. You should not be trying to short them really at all. If you're going to short them, backside of the move, first red day on extreme low floats, unless you've got a lot of discipline and a good account. And I really did bad there as well. And I've come full fucking circle back to hitting the challenge shit and hitting the Excel and remembering what made me. And this Mark Crook webinar from last week gives some good lessons as to why you shouldn't short low floats on the way up. AWX was like a 4 mil float. He's looking at it in the 7s. It went to the 20s. I'll see you on the other side, see you on the flip side. AWX, kind of the play of the year, but we look at it kind of before, we look at it after, but we don't often see it in the middle of its run-up, in the middle of the madness. So Mark Crook catches some of the middle of the action during the live webinar, so let's check it out and see his thoughts.
Facebook coming down a bit. AWX, CVSI, nice first red day. Did anybody short that first red day in CVSI? Plenty of shares to short, I believe, on that. AWX, because the float's under 2 million, the stock is relatively easy to borrow. Do you believe it's a risky short? I believe there are large holders holding it up. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be shorting on green on a green day, a low float especially. The chances are that AWX will fail tomorrow, but that doesn't mean it can't go to 5, 6, 7, or excuse me, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 before the top is in. So never ever short a low flow play. On the way up, as you'll hear a lot of traders like Rattani and myself and some of the bigger traders don't short. I mean, it applies to smaller accounts as well, but you can't short on the front side of the move. And this was a fantastic dip buy yesterday. You can see it held this key $3 level going into 10:20, 10:25 a.m. to 10:30 Eastern, and then it ramped and went red-green, the classic Bowen move that he loves to buy, that red-green move after a big run-up, initial first green day run-up, goes red, everyone thinks the run's over, and then bam, the stock goes green off of that low 3 support zone. You got to be looking to enter in that area near a consolidation, near a key support zone. And let's get back to Facebook hanging around 174. So we'll see if this has some more late day fades in it. But I'm moving my stop back to 175. So pretty much a risk-free trade now on Facebook, unless I get screwed with some kind of news at the end of the day that squeezes short. So I got to watch this carefully just to make sure.
Yeah, and it did. It ran up to the 20s. So, I mean, there's a key lesson of never shorting the front side on a low float. It's something that I've done a number of times and lost a number of times. It's a stupid basic rule. But also, Facebook has really fell to the 175s, which he indicated was a key level earlier. And he's just watching this for a crack with a really tight stop. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. Feeling a lot energized, feeling a lot healthier, feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm really coming out the other end. And I know I've said this a few times, but I ran into a lot of bad habits, lost some money, and then I took it badly, started partying, started going out. I kind of burnt out because I'd worked 2 years day and night with a job and trading and YouTube and the podcast. And I kind of burnt out, and I had to have a bit of time away, and I kept on making mistakes, but I'm starting to feel happy. I'm starting to feel really energized by the market again. And I'm starting to kick a lot of bad habits like alcohol, partying, late nights, indulging in things that I shouldn't indulge in. And by that, I'm not talking about drugs because I'm in a Muslim country. I'm talking about bad trades, and just throwing money away. And I think that I'm coming out of the end of it, and I've kicked a lot of the bad habits. But I'll never stop loving pussy. Like, I'll never stop fucking bitches. Like, and I mean that with full respect to women. Like, this is fully respectful. You are A-grade fucking pieces of fucking Van Gogh artwork. You are the personification of Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Like, this is how much I like pussy. Like, if it was up to me and I was in a plane crash on a desert island and there was like 7 survivors and one of them was America's next top model, and someone said, you can fuck the next top model or you can wait a week and see if we survive because a helicopter finds her, I'd probably say give us the next top model because there's not a big chance that we're going to survive and get found in the middle of the fucking Antarctic.